As you probably know, there's a lot to learn with Formula One. I'm diving into the sport, and it's been a thrill, and I'm really loving it. By the way, was the Japan Grand Prix at Suzuka crazy? Anywho, one thing you will notice is when you see the cars in different situations, they have giant racing tires. Why wouldn't they? But they have different colors on them, right? And these teams have a lot of money. These cars are very expensive, and they're very scientific. So we're going to learn about the F1 tire compounds explained. That's what this video is called. It's from a channel called F1 Rev. Make sure to check them out. There's a link in the description down below. Browse their channel. Watch this whole video uninterrupted. This is a comment, actually, suggestion from Ryclo808. Thank you for that. Here we go, guys. Let's learn about F1 tires. And please leave your comments if they don't cover certain things, like how many tires do they carry with them per race? I don't know if I've heard that or not. I bet they're expensive too, right? You know the cost?
In the world of Formula One, the tire strategy and what kind of tire used on the car can determine the outcome of a race. Today, we'll discuss the different types of tire compounds and their uses. If you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe and don't forget to give the video a big thumbs up if you found the video informative. In 2022, all F1 teams use Pirelli tires. F1 regulations state that Pirelli is the only tire any team can use because of an exclusive agreement between Pirelli and the FIA.
Okay.
This agreement began in
I gotta admit, those tires are just like fascinating. How cool would it be to have one of those in your garage or like your man cave? They're just so big and they're like shiny and they're cool looking. That would be awesome.
2011 and has been extended through at least 2024.
Okay.
Before Pirelli, Bridgestone was the official tire of F1.
Okay.
But US tire manufacturer Goodyear is the tire company that holds the record with the most races run on their tires.
Wow.
Prior to 2006, teams were allowed to use any tire manufacturer. But this led to unfair advantages as bigger teams were able to afford better and more advanced tires.
Yeah, that sounds like a problem, having different, because yeah, if you got a really rich team and they buy awesome tires, maybe another team has kind of crappy tires. It doesn't really matter how good the driver of the car is, right? Tires are very important, and that could be a unneeded disadvantage, right? Interesting fact about Goodyear. Obviously, I'm sure you wear Goodyear, big Goodyear letters, right? You can see on NASCAR tires.
The FIA put an end to that and forced all teams to use tires from the same manufacturer. Being the official tire of F1 also allows for an incredible branding opportunity, as all drivers that make it to the podium now don Pirelli caps. Pirelli has developed 5 different dry weather tire specifications for F1, which are designated C1 to C5. The C1, the hardest tire, and the C5 is the softest tire. There are also intermediate and full wet tire types for inclement weather.
That's right.
Pirelli selects 3 of the 5 types of dry weather tire to use at each Grand Prix
and
notifies the teams in advance so they can prepare and test.
That makes sense. They don't have like all 5 because that'd be like too much variation, right? It would be fun to drive as a fan, right? To feel the difference. It'd be fun to drive an F1 car, duh. But it'd be really fun to drive back to back, like the really hard tires and then the really ultra soft tires, just to feel the difference, right? I think that'd be kind of cool. Also, what tire pressure are we running here? Do you know?
The selected tires are color coded, with the hardest of the 3 given white accents, the medium with yellow accents, and the softest with red accents.
Gotcha.
Intermediate and wet tires are also taken to every event, and these are color-coded green for inters and blue for full wets.
Wow,
for teams to choose which
Blues
tire to use in a specific race, the weather and temperature is really important. If the weather is too hot, they go for harder tires and vice versa. Another factor that's considered is the track. For example, on tracks like Barcelona or Bahrain, tires with high wear are used. That's because there are fast corners, which means tires are under high pressure, so harder compounds are needed there because they're a lot more durable than softer tires.
Yeah.
Lower and middle field teams often use hard tires to finish the race to avoid too many pit stops to earn back some time and hopefully earn some points.
Right.
For tracks like Monaco, drivers often use the red soft tires. The soft tires provide more grip, but they wear out quicker.
Yeah.
So on short and twisty tracks like Monaco, the grip is more important than the life of the tires. Overall, the thing to remember is that soft tires are the fastest but don't last very long, hard tires are the slowest but also last the longest, and as expected, medium tires are right in the middle. The green coloured tire is the intermediate tire, which can be used for a variety of on-track situations. It's frequently used.
Now, being brand new to the sport and not knowing much at all, like which tracks require what tire in an obvious sense. I'm not at that level nearly at all. But I would guess, just if I had to throw it out there, what do you think tires used the least? I would probably go with those green ones, because if it's really wet, they're going to use the blues, right? And then when it's dry, obviously I don't think they'd use the greens for any reason. Maybe they do. If you would like to correct me on that, I welcome that. That would be my guess, is that the green ones are used the least, but I'm not sure.
During light rain, where some parts of the track may be wet and others are dry.
Okay.
These tyres are good on medium or wet tracks, but they're also capable of earning some points on dry tracks.
Really?
Intermediate tyres can displace 30 litres of water per second, which is great, but for more extreme conditions, the wet tyre with a blue colour scheme is used.
Okay.
In heavy rain situations, the wet tyre can shed an impressive 85 litres of water per second at a speed of 300 km per hour. However, unlike the intermediate tyre, drivers struggle with the full wet tyre in dry or drying condition. Every race weekend, every F1 team gets 13 sets of tyres for each car, out of which 3 are reserved for the race, and the other 10 can be used in practice or qualifying.
Gotcha.
A recent example of where the...
Oh, and it just cut off. All right, so yeah, 13 sets of tires. That answered that question. That's cool. 3 for the race doesn't sound like a lot, but I suppose I forgot F1 races aren't terribly long, so I think that's more than enough. I didn't hear. Maybe I missed it. What do they use in like practice and qualifying? I guess practice wouldn't be crazy important compared to the race. Qualifying's important, right? I would assume because qualifying's not that long, I would assume they'd use Ultrasoft no matter what. Yeah, is that true? So yeah, those are some of the questions I have. Please comment below on this. I never really took the time yet to just find out about the tires. That was a little short, but you know what? It was right to the point. So tell me your thoughts on this down below, if this was all accurate and what else I should know. And yeah, it'd be fun on different tracks to feel the difference between hard tires and ultra soft tires. I think that'd just be kind of cool. Of course, ultra soft tires are going to get torn up pretty quick, though. A hot track, and it's really twisty, right? This is just one of the many pieces that make Formula One such a fascinating sport, such a difficult sport, right? There's just a lot of parts involved, a lot of science and strategy involved, lots of money. It's just a crazy sport, and it's really fun to be a part of. It really is. It's super fun learning about. So yeah, guys, check that description out for this original video. Go check them out. And of course, comment down below, as I said before. Throw a like on this video if you enjoyed it. And of course, subscribe to join this amazing community we have. All right. Can't wait to see your suggestions for more motorsports in general. And of course, F1 related content. Go ahead and let me know in the comments on Instagram, DMs, email, Discord, whatever you want. In closing, y'all, my name is Ian. You're watching IWrocker. And until next time, I'll catch you later.